Well, we've got Amercia Morris here with us today. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing awesome as well. Now, you are, I think, the founder of Planet Nooky. So, can you just describe to us, first of all, what that is exactly for people that might not be too familiar with it?
So Planet Nooky was started in 2019, and it is designed to help people who have suffered from carnal abuse or any other traumas to or any other traumas to be able to experience pleasure and sex in a way that is fun and comfortable. It's a learning environment. Um, there is no pressure.
Mm.
It's just helping you to get reacclimated to having um, sex in a pleasurable experience. Take the bad association away
Yeah.
and replace it with a good association. And you're learning at your own pace.
Yeah. And do you find it's quite hard for a lot of people to overcome their past trauma?
It is. I am actually an abuse recovery coach,
Mm.
and it is sometimes a lifelong journey.
Yeah.
And you're in different stages of your healing process, but it can take years and years to actually feel comfortable to even get back to the place where you felt that, okay, I want to try to say if you almost drown, I
Yeah.
want to try to go swimming again.
Mm.
I want to try to enjoy that experience. I want to Once you can block the memories of the bad trauma, then that's when you can try to experience those
Yeah.
good things that we do in life.
And why do you think that people want to sort of come back to things that have caused them trauma? Is it just that they kind of want to see that it's not going to be abuseful if it's them that's doing it, I suppose?
Oh, people want to combat it because you lose your quality of life when
Yeah.
you experience trauma. Most of the time, you don't do the same things that you used to do. You know, you
Mm.
have worry thoughts. Sometimes your self esteem is attacked. Your ability to even associate yourself with your family, friends, is diminished most of the time
Yeah.
when you experience trauma.
Mm. So, what gave you the idea to set up this service originally then?
I myself experienced trauma I was a CSA, childhood sexual assault victim,
Mm.
and it took me years to get to the point where I could talk about it. And once I started to speak about it and help other people, I realized there were so many more people that needed assistance that
Yeah.
can benefit from um, the same experiences that I have had through my healing and through my training and through my education. That's just been my passion to help other people. So I don't. It took me a long time to actually start the recovery process,
Yeah.
only because I didn't have those resources.
Mm.
So I want to make sure those resources are available to people.
Yeah. And what exact resources is it that you offer then?
I offer abuse counseling, coaching. I have a blog which has articles, which has information that is backed by science and doctors' recommendations on how to recover from abuse, how to recover from trauma. I also have referral services where if I cannot assist you on your journey, that, there's lots of other resources that sometimes we just don't know about
Mm.
that are out there, that are free to people who have experienced traumas or any type of abuse.
Yeah. And what is the success like? Do you have a great success rate with all the work that you do then?
Well, right now, the greatest success rate I have is with my book and
Mm.
my products. The book is entertaining,
Yeah.
and I actually had one woman. I She doesn't attend coaching sessions as often as I would like her to,
Yeah.
but maybe about once a month I give her a service. And the first thing I gave her was the book Planet Nooky.
Mm.
And she said, "Oh my God, I want to experience this again." It's been 7 years since I've participated in this,
Yeah.
and I want to try. I want to try it. It sounds fun. I didn't know it could be like this. I didn't know sex could be this way. And so I coach her on other areas of her life as well. About once a month. So right now, I think she is my biggest success story, and I would love for her to speak one day. But right now, she's not at that point. But most people enjoy my products that I offer because they're all natural, and they help you. You don't feel pressure to use them. You use them your own time. And it's not the standard products. It's not like, a whole bunch of sex toys and things of that nature that you feel like you have to be bombarded with. Oh my God, what am I going to do? It's a simple process of the kit that I offer.
Yeah. And do you ever have people that are sort of reluctant to get back out there and try and just find it hard to move on from the abuse they've suffered?
There are many people who are reluctant. Some people, I have had people come in and they start the coaching service and they don't want to continue because they don't want to deal with the trauma itself. They think that they can just jump into the experience and have a healthy relationship, have a healthy experience, but you have to address the trauma first before you can have those healthy and good correlations to replace those bad ones first.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess that's definitely true. And a lot of people would be scared just at the idea of trying to tackle their issues, I guess.
It's very fearful. It's very fearful for people who have suffered trauma because you have to deal with now those, not just the trauma itself, but the emotions that are tied to that trauma, all the feelings and everything. It's more than just the act. I tell people it's more than just the act of it happened. It's emotions and feelings and memories and associations and disassociations that are come about from having one bad experience.
Yeah.
You may disassociate yourself from that act, and you may associate it with so many more things that give you burden.
Yeah. And what would you say is the most rewarding thing about doing this work then?
The most rewarding is seeing people be able to have a healthy life, mentally, spiritually, physically, and sexually, and emotionally. That is my ultimate goal. I've only been doing abuse recovery for about 6 months now, so I haven't had the full effect to see someone get to that complete phase and stage yet. And that's the most rewarding part. But the most rewarding for me as of right now, what I have been receiving is people saying, "Thank you. Thank you. You've helped me." And that is rewarding to know that you've helped someone. Even if it's just a small amount of help, you help them.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you have any more things that you're kind of working on at the moment, more books and more things that you can offer?
I do. I try to keep them a little bit separate, but I have, I wrote a children's book, Beyond the Scars, which is also in line with abuse and bullying. Bullying is real. It's a trauma for children, abuse recovery. And that is by Amercia Morris that I'm promoting. And that's for children. It's available on Amazon as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you're not doing all this, what do you like to get up to in your spare time?
I love swimming.
Yeah.
And I tell people too, my first trauma was I almost drowned and I was afraid. And it took me, I think I was 4 years old and around 4 or 5. And it took me until I was a teenager to be able to go swimming again. And I love it. And I'm a good swimmer. And a lot of people can't believe that I can swim because of so many other reasons. But yeah, so I love it now. And it's relaxing and it's healthy for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
The same thing with sex.
Well, where are we able to check out all your services and your books everywhere?
Planet Nooky and Blooms of Nooky is available on Amazon. And Planet Nooky is also available on Barnes and Noble. Blooms and Nooky is just available on Amazon, Kindle, and paperback.
Yeah.
And also on my website, planetnooky.com, you can find a full list of products, services, and any information that you may need.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you very much for joining us on the show today. It's been great to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.